You must be very quiet. There are 2 bunny rabbits. Be very, very quiet. One of them ran off. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Hi. Have a good day.
Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Today I have to return this rental car, and starting on New Year's, I am 100% of the time going to be in Large Marge. The RV is about to hit the road, and this makes me think 2016 is quickly coming to an end, and a new year is upon us. So I'm going to pepper in a lot of my thoughts, my experiences from this last year. This is my year-end review. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Woo!
2016 started off on the Daily Woo 1279. And as the week progressed, the first major event was this one. This was on January 10th. And I am discussing the breakup that I had with my girlfriend right after the holidays. Not the best timing in the world, but this one moment really set the course of 2016. I tried to stay as busy as possible, continuing the daily vlogs, uploading each and every day. And I guess the next dramatic event was when someone tried to break into my house. It was right after I returned from a trip here to Florida. When I got back to California the next day, while I was inside my home, someone tried to come inside. It was pretty scary. And just a few days after that, I decided I would put in the vlog that I was looking for someone as a roommate. This did not turn out very prosperous, and I started to come up with other ideas of the future. And instead of renting that room out, I started to convert it into the Woodio. This was a very pivotal point in the year. This is the moment when I decided that social media was no longer going to control my life, and I was only going to focus on making videos. And around this time too, since I had the open room, I had many friends from all over the US come to visit me and stay inside the studio. And this is when I video bombed live on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. I forgot about that. I lived 5 miles from Disneyland, and on this date, I announced that I would take 30 days off without going there, which seems a little crazy, because you know me, I like going to Disney, but I did it. And by cutting that out, I was able to focus more by making the announcement, something is about to happen, and the next day was the start of edited The Daily Woo vlogs, and a pretty painful event.
In that time period, there has never been an edit made to any of the former vlogs. All that is about to change right now. There you have it. History, I guess you could say history, has been made here on my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Woo. You know what that means? I'm about to do something really ignorant. Okay, that hurt really, really badly. My bike is pretty much destroyed. Look at the front tire. That day is very memorable for 2 reasons. Not only because I smashed into the ground at high speeds, but also because I realized people do not like change. I had battled for a while with the idea of throwing editing into the vlog just so I could show way more of what I was doing. And once I did that, starting at that moment and through the next week or two, I got a very large backlash from people who did not like the new format. It was kind of disheartening, I gotta be honest. But as fun and spontaneous as the unedited vlogs used to be, I think I made the right decision. They're building a massive structure just outside the Orlando airport. Rental car return. It's time to say goodbye to this thing. See you later. You served me. Whoa. That fan feels really good. You served me well, rental car. You served me well. It'll be a while before I'm on airport property again, and I just realized I didn't fill the gas tank up when I returned the car. Maybe they'll let it slide. Probably not. About a week later, I did this montage of all the things that led up to my life on YouTube to that point. When this happened, I had no idea that I would ever be moving out of California. But on day 1397, I announced that I had given my landlord a 60-day notice that I was going to be moving on. This was also around the time that I went to Dapper Day with my friend Rick, who was dressed as The Undertaker. That was fun. Riders on the sky. It's the riders on the sky. Riders on the sky. Riders on the sky. On day 1433, I unveiled the Majestic. And just like when I decided to do the edited vlogs, people's opinion of me purchasing a drone went over like this. Not very well. Fresh Baked Disney? Fresh Baked Disney's here? YouTube's own Fresh Baked Disney? As the time drew near for me to leave my home in California, I did one quick meetup at the Back to the Future Mall with my friend Justin Scard, and a lot more people than I thought were going to show up showed up. In fact, I took the drone up in the air and got a little aerial shot. Shortly after that, my friend Count Stankus put together a group of my good friends from Southern California for a going away surprise party. The next day, I said my goodbyes to Disneyland and then left my home. It was a very difficult decision, I'm not going to lie to you. I would have liked to have stayed out there and could have survived living in that house. But I felt like I needed to move on. I think I needed to progress. Just carry on. Move forward with things. To quote Tom Hanks in Road to Perdition, this house is not our home anymore. It's just an empty building. Once I departed California, I just made my way across the U.S., stopping at all kind of very interesting places, former hometowns, just anything and everything that I found to be slightly interesting. I stopped to film videos at. The cabin honestly could be anywhere down in there. It's an old barn or something off here to the side. It's like something out of Blair Witch Project. I'm sitting on the passenger side right now because down in the woods down there, I swear I heard a bear. Some have called it the Fortress of Faith. Castle Creation. How you doing, sir? I came in to check in on you. Adam. I was here on a rainy, cold, wet day about 4 years ago. And I made a video. I'm making a video now, and I got some stuff in the back of the van for you if you could use it.
The day that I got here is when Glenn had his heart attack. Me and my mother were right here, and he was here about 15, 20 minutes, and he had his heart attack, called the ambulance, got him in the hospital, he never came back.
Kind of blown away by this right now. This was the exact spot that the van flew through the air, right up here, above their heads. And you'll notice there is a new school looking satellite dish. In the show, they transferred it and made it look like a 1983 satellite dish. But look how the houses look exactly the same. Watch out for that van, Tyler. There's a van flipping over your head. On day 1557, I got rid of my van. The very first DailyWoo vlog was filmed right here in this spot. This van has taken me to 46 of the 48 continental United States, as well as Mexico and Canada. It has served me well. You have served me well. You've done your duty. Now you can go home and sleep well.
I then started flying everywhere. I went to Chicago, did a bunch of movie locations. I went to Salt Lake City, back to Hollywood for a couple of days. Then I went to Denver, stopped by Columbine High School, went to visit my sister in Indiana, paid my respects to James Dean. Then I went back to Chicago to more filming locations.
I gotta say, this place is pretty awesome. This mask is a little stuffy though. Hard to breathe in this thing. An armadillo down there. What are you doing? Digging for food? Sky high, bird's eye view.
Let's get that drone up at her grill.
I just lost the drone. It's down there on the bottom of that hill. Circling the statue. Then I get way up here, trying to get like a bird's eye, and then all of a sudden, there it goes, out of control. And it falls for like a good 20 seconds. Look at this. Just spinning rapidly. And then, bam, hits the ground.
Over the holidays, Thanksgiving to Christmas, was spent in Central Florida, hanging out with my family and friends. And on day 1627, I announced that I had a big secret, which I unveiled the following day.
I bought an RV. It is currently drizzling out. Hasn't rained in Florida in a while. Looking back on some of the stuff that's happened this last year, wow, it's amazing. Life is interesting, to say the least. I'm excited about 2017. We'll be here in just a couple days. It's gonna be a good one. Vlog over.